Chain smokers and day drinkers, this is your host, Shoe Juice. For today's show, it's a great day. It is a wonderful day. And today's video is going to be a bit different. Don't worry, we're going to be smoking. You and I are going to be smoking. Fuck yeah, we're going to be smoking cigarettes. Of course, it's going to be a great day. Now, okay, I'll get to the point. Today's video is going to be about spirituality. Yeah, spirituality. Fuck yeah. No, again, it's not going to be a very serious video, because generally I think this might be the stupidest video I have ever made, because again, it's not advice, but like, take it or leave it. Up to you, and up to you. So I have been dabbling with spirituality for the past couple of months, and I have had these thoughts for a while. Again, I started with law of attraction, the basic stuff, healthy routine, healthy lifestyle, this and that, did not work for me, because I was never a routine guy. I like everything to be different. I like each day to be different, I am a guy who needs change. It was not for me. And then later I found out law of assumption. I started reading Neville Goddard, and that was the shit, dude. That was it. That was fucking awesome. Fucking loved reading Neville Goddard. But it's like a rabbit hole, Once you start, you just can't stop, like learning or reading, whatnot. And it became not a good habit, not a bad habit. But what was happening was I was reading more than actually applying those rules, And every time I would find something new, I would be trying a new thing. So I wouldn't be consistent with what my practices were, which was causing more harm, than benefiting me. Now, I have seen evidence or proof that the shit actually works, because it does work. It genuinely does work. And that has brought me to the realization that it's not that deep, It's generally not that deep, because literally everyone is talking about one and the same thing, and you have to find all these common points. It's like a Venn diagram. It's genuinely like a Venn diagram, and you have to find that, intersection in the middle, and you have to just follow those. Now, one of my favorite practices is SATS, state akin to sleep. And I think that shit's great, man. That shit definitely works. And it's a simple practice, which is lay down in your bed, lay down in a comfortable position, and do 20 deep breaths. And once you're in the relaxed state, you're on the verge of going to sleep, just visualize about what you want with all of your senses. It's great. But then again, I face issues with consistency. Now, I'm not a morning person, so meditating in the morning is because I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do. And going to bed gets challenging for me sometimes, because I genuinely sleep on a different time every fucking day, or every night. But something that I do consistently is smoking. I mean, I do smoke every day. I generally smoke every day. Most of us do, as smokers. So I found this method that's basically manifesting, visualization, but on steroids. Let's light our cigarettes and let's continue talking. I'm smoking a Top Gun, because cheap. Not the best cigarettes, but cheap, So if you have time to smoke by yourself, utilize that time in doing this. So go to a nice place, a place that feels comfortable, a place that is a bit peaceful, not quiet, but just peaceful, and that could be anywhere. Genuinely anywhere that you find peaceful. It does not have to be the perfect place, because again, nothing in life is perfect. So light up a cigarette and just keep puffing it, take a few puffs. Again, the cigarette that you choose is up to your liking, but I would say something that lets you, like, inhale easily, not something that's harsh. You want to do this as comfortably as possible, and you have to enjoy it. Again, you have to enjoy it. That's the whole point of smoking. Now, as you're doing this, you sat by yourself, just in your thoughts. Start thinking of the things that you want. And now, what a lot of people advise on YouTube, on TikTok, is on a specific thing. But what I like to do is in a bigger level, which is your imagination has no limits. So just imagine like entire timelines, and imagine like more than just one thing, like money, whatnot. But again, if you do want something specific, which could be a specific person, a specific object, maybe like money, or maybe just cigarettes, do that, whatever you want. Now, as you're doing this, just think deeply about it. Just think deeply about it, Feel it with all of your senses. So let's say you and I want to manifest more cigarettes. Maybe this happens to be your last cigarette, or maybe your last pack, like this one. And you just want more cigarettes. So close your eyes and imagine what the pack looks like. Maybe use your nose, to imagine what it would smell like. And then use your skin, just imagine holding the cigarette. Then imagine imagine the taste of the cigarette, And then lastly, imagine the sound of you puffing that smoke out. And now when I say think deeply, I do not mean think hardly, don't think harder. Just let those thoughts come to you. Let it come to you. Do not create those thoughts, Let it just flow through your mind. Just like fucking water. Let it just flow through your mind, You have to do this in a very relaxed way. Like there should be like zero to no effort behind this. It has to be extremely peaceful. You have to be calm. And make sure when you're inhaling the cigarette, you inhale it, deeply. Now, when you're doing this, just be present in that moment. Do not think of how that's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, but assume that you already have it, because you're feeling it, all of your senses in that moment. So just be present in that moment and just be in that state. As long as you're smoking, just be in that state. It's that simple. just detach from your actual surroundings, just imagine. Just imagine how nice it must feel having what you want, because you already have it. When you're thinking about it, when you're doing this, you already have it. You do have it. Maybe you just can't see it, but you have it. Well, that was a shitty inhale. We're like, okay. Stub your cigarette out. Ooh. Now that you have done that, you have stubbed your cigarette out, detach. Get out of that state. Come back to reality. Just come back to reality. The present reality. To your so-called 3D, what these spiritual people keep talking about. Come back to your 3D, blah, 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 this and that. And just move on. Live your fucking life, just do what you have to do. And do not think about it. Do not obsess over it. Just continue moving forward. Now that we have done this, I'm going to tell you why this helps me. Firstly, when I started off, I had this preconceived notion that I had to be in the state, the state that we were in, you and I, for as long as possible throughout the day. Now, what happened with me was, I'm in that happy state. Yeah, I already have it. Yeah, life's good. I have it. And then something would happen in the real world which would make me think otherwise. Oh, I'm not gonna get it anymore, am I? It's not gonna happen anymore. Fuck. And then again, next day, morning, again, I have it. Yeah, that day's fine. Next day, yeah, I have it. And then something would happen again, and I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna get it anymore. So this would basically become a self-sabotaging practice. And that's not consistent, is it? That is not consistent. And like I mentioned, routines. It would, again, there would be days where I would not find time to meditate in the morning or practice fucking SATs before going to sleep. And genuinely, practicing any sort of spirituality should not be that strict or should not be that hard. It should just be like a part of your life. It should just be somewhere, And the whole idea is to actually detach from that state, live in the present world, and then come back to it. Because once you completely detach from that state, and anything bad happens, anything that's the opposite of, what you're trying to manifest, because you're detached from it, you don't think otherwise, like, oh, I'm not gonna get it anymore. So you don't let it affect you. Because the whole point is persistence, that you will have it because it already exists. It just does not exist in the dimension that you're in right now, which is the actual present moment that you're experiencing it with your consciousness. But you do have it in another fucking, timeline, whatnot, And manifestation is instant. It's instant. Trust me, it's instant. When I say instant, I don't mean like, oh, I thought about this. I smoked. Yeah, I visualized it, and I already have it. No, it is the bridge of incidents that leads you to that point. That is instant. That is generally instant. But we don't realize it. We just don't realize it because that's basically the magic, of this whole thing. And because when you do it while smoking, firstly, you're inhaling it, you're taking these deep breaths. On top of that, nicotine, mate, like, you're relaxed. You're in, like, your most relaxed state, You're just so relaxed and calm. So it just helps you, at least it helps me visualize more, whatnot, get into that meditative state. Because meditation is not just like, oh, you sit down and you keep chanting om, 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 om. No, it's just being in that calm, relaxed, serene state. That's it. So I genuinely think that this is one way for us smokers to actually get what we want in life. Again, okay, you know what? This saying, whatever I've spoken about, might be a bit stupid, but again, it's for you to take it or leave it. Genuinely. Again, I hope this, if you have stayed this long, I hope it was not boring. If you're taking a piss, I hope, good for you, at least you're enjoying the video otherwise. But yes, if this has worked, if this works for you, come back to the video, leave a comment and let me know. So yeah, if you've made it this far, like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a hate comment, and respect the smoke. I'll see you in the next one.